Boomhouse69 here, and today I'm just doing a little practice being in front of the camera kind of video, nothing too great of a video. But yeah, earlier today, since it's May now, the garage sale season's in full force, the yard sales, garage sales, where people have yard sales and stuff. And for those of you who live in another country and don't know what a garage sale or yard sale is, that's just simply where somebody at their house basically sets up a bunch of tables and sell off stuff they no longer want. They'll make like a sign and put it in the yard, and people will come by, stop, and look at what people have for sale in their yard and stuff. It's just another way of people selling stuff. And they had this next town over, they had this housing development, and they had this, which they call Eastgate, and they had this thing called Eastgate Grand Slam Garage Sale. I went to it for many years. My mother and father were big into garage sales, and when I was a kid growing up in the 90s, this Eastgate Grand Slam Garage Sale used to be a really good thing to go to, because like every house practically had a yard sale, and nowadays people just there don't have many sales like it used to be. There's a lot of many recent factors into it, and one of the reasons too is the internet has really, changed how people sell things. And you got eBay, Marketplace, Craigslist, and all these different sales sites where it really changed how people sell things nowadays. And but years ago, yard sales used to be a big way for people to sell things before internet came along and stuff. And then with everything that went on in this country, people are also afraid of getting sick and kind of interacting with people, which is understandable. But one of the things that happened, I didn't get much, and I was going to bring my camera, but I forgot. And then when we got up there, I was like, oh, I'm glad I didn't really film myself walking around to garage sales, because it would have never been much. It would have been just basically me walking and kind of talking a little bit. There wasn't nothing really too great at any of the sales. Most of the stuff people had at these yard sales were just your typical, children stuff. It was just basically people had small children, they grew up out of their clothes and certain toys and stuff. So it was just a bunch of baby stuff for a guy like me wouldn't be interested in. Now if you're a single parent or something and you have small children, then they would have been probably decent sales for you. But there wasn't that many. I'd say maybe at the most, maybe like 10 or 15 houses at the most had sales. And I remember like when I was a kid in the 90s, this Grand Slam, this housing development would, like, the one house would have a sale, the next house, and then the one house probably wouldn't, but then the next house would, and you used to be able to get a lot of neat stuff. It was a lot better when I was a kid growing up than what it is now. But things change and stuff. And one of the things I happened to pick up was this old snowblower here. There's another little, like, kind of, there's the Eastgate, and then like Eastgate's over here, this housing development, and then there's another little housing development that had some sales and stuff too. And I went there, and somebody had put this out beside the road for free, this old snowblower right here. Yeah. And that right there is just a basic 3 horsepower Murray snowblower. Ain't single stage, 2 cycle, ain't nothing too great. I can see why somebody just put out for free, and I'll put a video of it running, because I did make a clip of me starting it and running it. Somebody had, when they put it away, they did the right thing by draining all the fuel out of it and parking it dry like you're supposed to. And I was actually shocked that all I did was put fresh gas in and pour ripcord and actually started up and did something. Now, does it actually run like it's supposed to? That I don't know, but it does make noise, so it's I say a running project. I'll probably have to, later on when it gets more towards the winter time in the season you actually use the snowblower, I'll have to probably change some filters and spark plugs and all that stuff, go through it and clean it up a bit, and I am no mechanic on that stuff, but it's free project, one of those, doesn't hurt to learn small engines. That's why I got it, because I thought, well, if it doesn't run, I'll get online and look up how to diagnose what runs. One thing I did notice that the spring inside the ripcord is definitely showing the age, where it kind of starting to where it doesn't want to retract back. Like those springs get wore out over time and stuff. But yeah, it's a running project and stuff, and I of course live with my brother, so he was even talking about learning how to do small engine repairs, so it'll be a good project for him, and who knows, maybe later on in the future we might do some videos on it, but yeah, it's one of those things. I got a nice 4-cycle Craftsman I did a video about that's 10 times better than that. This one I'll probably just, freshen it up, a little bit, clean it up, maybe take the carburetor out, clean up the carburetor, change the spark plug around and do a few little engine odds to it, and then just probably come around fall time, just probably put it up on the Facebook marketplace or sell it off, to somebody. Probably what I'll do, but yeah, I'll put a video of it running and a closer up video of it. But yeah, that's basically what I did. That's the only thing I got. I love going to garage sales and yard sales. I've been going to them since I was a kid. I was born in 1990, so ever since the 90s. My mother was big on yard sales and garage sales because her dad got her into that stuff. My grandfather was basically one of those types that he was a truck driver, and even if he was in the semi trucking somewhere and he saw a garage sale, he'd pull a semi with a trailer and everything on the side of the road just to even go to a garage sale, and stuff. I was able to pick up this whole for free snowblower somebody had out beside the road. They had a sign on it that said free, and it's an old 3 horsepower old Murray snowblower. I'll put a video of it running. But yeah, I didn't have to really do anything to it. But there's it running, and a close-up video of it. It's just, again, a little snowblower I got for free. I was happened to be just going around to different little garage sales and these 2 little housing developments and stuff. And again, a lot of that stuff was just baby clothes and stuff. But yeah, my grandpa was the one that got my mother into garage sales and yard sales, and then she got me addicted to them, I guess you can call it, and stuff. It's kind of interesting to walk around them and see what people have for sale, and sometimes you find stuff cheap that you can sell online and make a little profit on, not all the times, because usually nowadays a lot of people, if they know they got something worth value or something, they're most likely going to put it on the marketplace or the internet where they can reach more people, and then plus a lot of reason too why a lot of, I'd say, kind of yard sales and garage sales went kind of downhill is because a lot of people just don't want to bother with them anymore, and then too, the way stuff is made nowadays, it's not made to last like years past stuff, for example, the way they make HD televisions nowadays a lot of people, you have to upgrade a television, your HD television, because it's simply the software is outdated, and they rig it up somehow where you can't practically use the TV without being able to update it. And then if it's not that, then it's because it simply just cheap broke, and you just simply gotta go out and buy a whole new one, because they don't, like TVs, they don't make them like they used to. I remember you bought an analog TV brand new, that thing would last like hundreds of years. I got right now in my house, a little analog 13-inch TV with a built-in VCR, and that thing works super. The only thing I gotta do is just clean the heads on the VCR, but that thing's still going strong, and my parents bought that like in the early 2000s, later 90s or something like that, and it's still going strong, you know. But back in the good old days in the analog television, if you upgraded that, it was simply because you either wanted a bigger TV or you wanted to downsize to a smaller TV. But yeah, nowadays with newer TVs, it's either you gotta, you know, update them because the software won't allow you to do certain things because they rig it up that way, or just simply the TV broke and you gotta get a new one. But yeah, so that's another reason why, you know, just stuff. And then like furniture, you know, a lot of furniture stuff is just made out of cheap pressed particle board, and it breaks too easy. So you know, so nowadays, you know, you can't really, nothing's really made out of hardwood no more like it used to be. So most furniture, by the time you're done using it, it's basically something you just gotta break up and throw in the dumpster. But yeah, again, that's one of the kind of interesting things I got today, doing my little rounds of yard selling and stuff. And yeah, me not filming walking around to the sales, you didn't miss much. So yeah. Well, I hope you like this sort of video, you know, subscribe to Boomhauer69's channel. Again, if you're new to this channel and you're wondering who I am, I'm just a guy new to YouTube and just learning as I go along and trying to see if this is the thing for me and stuff. And as I keep going along, more and more and more, I discover that I'm actually like doing these videos, and I enjoy it. You know, it's just one of those things, just practice as I go along, and hope you all have a good day, and thank you for watching.